Hey G Squad, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll show you how I made these black bean burgers. All the ingredients along with the measurements will be listed in the description box. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright, so on the stove, I have it on medium heat, and I'm adding about a tablespoon of this olive oil. What we're going to do now is saute our mushrooms and onions. So here I have some finely chopped mushrooms. It's a cup full. And then I'm adding my onions, and this is about half a cup of onions, but you can add as much onions as you like. And again, we're going to saute these for about 2 to 3 minutes. We want our mushrooms to be soft, and the moisture from the mushrooms, we want that to evaporate. And then the onions, we want them to be nice and translucent. And so now I'm just mixing up everything. And I will allow these to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then once that's ready, we'll follow up with the rest of these seasonings. All right, so now that our onions and mushrooms have been cooking for about 2 minutes, I'm adding the minced garlic. And then also I'm going to follow up with my dry ingredients, starting with some smoked paprika. I'm adding a teaspoon of that. And I'm down to the last of it, so you'll see me just dump the jar in there after I struggle to try to get a full teaspoon. So I'm just going to dump that in because that's the remainder of my smoked paprika. I'm adding probably about I want to say a half a teaspoon, just about a teaspoon of salt. And if you're interested in this salt shaker, I'll link that in the description box below on my Amazon storefront. Next, I'm adding a teaspoon of soy sauce. This is low sodium. I'm also following up with some black pepper. And again, this is about probably about a teaspoon of the black pepper as well. And then our last dry ingredient is cumin. So I add just about a little more than a teaspoon, but half a teaspoon, but less than a teaspoon, because this has a really, really strong taste. So yeah, so that's all our ingredients. So now I'm just going to give this a nice mix and then let this cook for an additional 2 minutes. All right, so once you have all your seasonings in the pan, you want to just stir everything up to incorporate the seasonings with your mushrooms and onion mixture. And the mushrooms are nice and tender, just the way I like them. And so now what we're going to do is turn this off and set it off to the side, allow it to cool while we get started with the rest of our patty. All right, so I have my bowl here, and in here, this is like a 15-ounce can of black beans, cup and a half of beans. So, just going to dump that here in the bowl. Make sure you rinse it off real good in cold water to remove some of the sodium. So now you can either take a potato masher or a fork, and what we're going to do is just mash these beans. And then you want to leave some, like, not too mashed up, because you want to add some texture to it. All right, so once you're done mashing, this is how your beans should look. So now we are going to add the remainder of the ingredients. So this is a quarter cup of avocado, and this is going to serve also as a bonding agent, and it's going to give your beans a nice creamy texture. So now if you don't have avocado or you're not a fan of avocados, you can also use some flax seeds and make like a flax egg. And just use 2 tablespoons of the flaxseed with 3 tablespoons of water. Give that a nice mix and then add that to your bean mixture. Then I'm adding, this is a half a cup of cooked quinoa. And so you just cook the your quinoa per directions on the bag or the box. If you don't have that, you can also substitute that with rice. Next, I'm adding our sauteed mushrooms and onions. Look at all that goodness in the bowl. And then our final ingredient, this is some breadcrumbs. I use a half a cup of breadcrumbs. And the breadcrumbs, again, if you have any type of extra moisture in there, it's going to absorb all that moisture because you want your patties to, be a nice creamy texture, not dry, but you don't want to have like a lot of moisture in them. And so now we're just gonna just mix everything up. So I'm just going to add some vegetable oil in here. You can use whatever type of oil that you like. So I just put about 2 tablespoons of oil in here. Allow this to get hot. Okay, once that gets going, we'll come in and form our patties and start frying them up. Alright, gang, so the oil is going, so I'll just put on some gloves. Now we're going to form our patties. Okay, gonna add that one in there. And you can make them however big, small, or medium you like. And we're going to cook them anywhere up to like 3 to 5 minutes per side. How pretty that is. Let's see if I can get one more, this last one in here. Okay. All right. Just gonna bend that just so that oil can circulate around the pan. Okay. So I'm gonna allow these to go for a couple of minutes and then we're gonna turn them over. All right, family, so after about 4 minutes, I'm going to go in now and flip my patties over. Now, don't do like I did and crowd your pan, because you can see now I'm struggling to flip the burgers. I have to learn some patience. So yeah, so now this is how they look. You can see they're nice, toasty brown, have a nice little crunch to it. kitchen smells amazing. Yeah, definitely do not crowd your pan the way that I did. So now, all right, so we are going to allow these to cook an additional 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so as our burgers are continuing to cook, I have my romaine lettuce here. You can use burger buns if you want, but I want to just keep it as healthy as possible, so I'm going to actually use lettuce. And then I have some vegan organic mayo here. Just adding some of that to my lettuce. Okay. And I have some tomatoes here that I cut up. Add a tomato there. And then if you want to add some onions, you can add some, top it off with some red onions. You can do vegan cheese if you like. There we go. All right. Here's our first patty. And the second one. Add a little ketchup to that. Okay. Okay. So let's cover that. I have some, this is a black bean and quinoa salad that I made yesterday. You can either eat it chilled or you can warm it up. So I add some of that on the plate. Look at that nice healthy meal. Okay. So we have a homemade burgers with our nice healthy black bean and quinoa salad. Okay. And that's what's for dinner tonight. All right. So G Squad, I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you try this recipe, make sure you tag me on Instagram as well as on the community tab on our channel. But yeah, I will definitely see you all in the next video. Until then, be blessed, stay well. Love you guys. I appreciate you stopping in. If you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. Comment below, like, share. And I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my food off camera because I know people don't like seeing other people chew sometimes. So, yeah, I will see you on the next video. Bye.